Hello everyone, Ogu Emmanuel is my name. If you are new in this channel, you are highly welcome. And a special thanks to all my returning subscribers and my esteemed viewers as well. In today's video titled, Why Men Needs Side Chicks. I know to a lot of people, this topic is a kind of a controversial one. I know, but it is necessary. Sometimes it's necessary for us to know the truth. So the truth will set us free. So I have to go straight to the point of today by highlighting the reasons I suggested that men should go for side chick, that it is a must. It is a must. So please do watch this video to the end so as to know where I am coming from. I am not trying to be biased here, but I want to save us some trouble around the corner after this intro. Even during the biblical period, people like Abraham, David, Solomon, etc., many of them, they had so many side chicks. You can call it concubine if you so wish. Call it whatever. Still, God did not count it for them as sins. You know, they still walked with God without any complaint from him, without complaint that they had side chicks or they had concubines. If you are a man going for side chick, you can be sure to stand for the consequences that comes along with it. You may go ahead. I will not force you. You know, I will not force you to go or not to go. It is your own personal choice. It is your own personal choice, you know, maybe born out of circumstances around you. You know, even our fellow Islamic brothers who enjoys the courtesy of living with 4 wives at a stretch, they understand this. I think they understand this even more than the Christians, if you ask me. So you should know that with such number of women at your disposal, it can actually make life. There is this possibility that it will make life more meaningful than only one woman. Yes, I'm saying it. I just said it now. So, but personally, my own view, you know, my own view sees taking care of one woman as a big problem, as enough problem, not to talk of going for more. Anyway, it's a choice, but not a must. So side chicking is also a kind of lady to some people. It's a kind of lady doing her own NYSC, a marital angle. So it's a kind of lady doing her own personal marital service corps, if you ask me, with the man, because she's also learning how to be a good wife for her future husband. You know, so she's a kind of into an industrial training. So she's learning how to be a good wife, because from the continuous complaints that comes from the man every now and then, you know, the man used to bring her all the complaints from his wife every time. So she will be learning 1 or 2 things and getting prepared in order to, when she will be ready to start her own ministry. I hope you understand what I mean. She will know what to do and how to also watch her back also. So she's learning everything from the man. So, and it is for the preparation for her own official husband. So I'll start with the reason why I named this video the way I did. So the first one is conjugal rights denial. In a relationship, some women think that they can punish their men, their husbands anyhow by arbitrarily, denying him of their conjugal rights just to wicked the man. So sometimes for no just cause, because of what they thought they are, in short, because of what they have in possession of or with. Yes, that thing between her thighs. That's why she's behaving the way she's doing. So because of what they have in possession with, I know that man believes that despite that variety is still the spice of life. Almost every man, they believe that variety is the spice of life. So, but it is not all men that are interested in maybe cheating their wives. Many a times men are being pushed to the wall by some of their some of their wives' attitude. Sometimes, it's not that I'm making a case for the men. So since many of the men cannot enjoy intimate relationship and love making at home with their wives, I think they will not have any other choice than to go for side chicks. Yeah, they will not have any other choice than to go for side chicks. So even the holy books, said it somewhere in 1 Corinthians chapter 7. Or something in the book of 1 Corinthians, it was written that do not deny each other of love making. The husband's body does not belong to him alone, and also to his wife. Do not deprive each other except by mutual consent for a time, so that you may devote yourselves to prayer. Then come together again, so that Satan will not tempt you because of your lack of self-control. Yes, it's in the 1 Corinthians chapter 7, I think from 3 to 5. That's where you are going to find it. So to consider what was written here, so many women, likes to abuse this part of a biblical passage at will. Maybe because she doesn't have time for the man, or maybe she wanted to manipulate him, or maybe she's tired of his bedmatics styles, and probably she needs to explore some other frontiers. You know what I mean by that? So some men do pay money. Do you know? Some men do pay money. They do pay cash to their wives before they could be granted access to their wives' ministry. Yes. They have to pay anytime they want to go to their wives. They have to pay cash before the wife can, before they could pat their legs for the man. The wife you married, your own self-acclaimed life partner. So when a man is not even allowed to enter the wife Jerusalem at some certain and crucial hours, maybe in the night, when he's not allowed, maybe from time to time, a lot of evil thoughts can cross the man's mind. Yeah, it's possible. Which includes organizing a spare woman. Going looking for a woman somewhere. That is the time he will start thinking about the time when he will go for side chick, because man is not made of stone. So the second one is what I call incompatibility issue. So if there is incompatibility in the marriage, chances are that the man must survive. He is somebody. You know, so because he's not made of stone, so he must have to organize a side chick outside because of this incompatibility issue. One of the disadvantages of marrying someone according to some of these our strict religious laws is that you will be very far from knowing more about your would-be partner, because you're not even allowed to come close in order to know exactly the kind of risk you are about to take. You are not even allowed to come close to study that very person you are about to make your life partner. Everybody will just give themselves distances from both ends. Then at the end of the day, stories upon stories will continue. Stories will ensue. So if you ask me, I don't think it's really good. People should know each other. They should know the kind of place where they are about to go, or kind of things where they are about to enter. They should know. But you will not be allowed because you are a Christian, or you attend a particular religion or the other. So you cannot measure at least the normal compatibility standard that would have helped to reduce the risk of divorce tomorrow. You know, everywhere you go, divorce here, divorce there. You know, the rate of divorce is too much in our society today. So how can you go on, live with someone whose maybe sexual orientation and standards are in direct opposite to yours? How can you live with that kind of person? You know, so that relationship will know no peace. How can you go for someone whose tolerance level cannot be matched or managed by you? There will be no tolerance in the relationship. It's not good. So as a result of this, relationship conflicts cannot be too far from their homes and their lives. Every day, one problem or the other, fighting here and there, no respect, and this and that. So if a man is not comfortable with his partner, a lot of things could go wrong. The chances are that the man will go for a side chick, which will not be too far from the truth. Yes, he will do that. The man, if he doesn't want separation or divorce or maybe scandal, he might opt for a more sexual compatible partner elsewhere. Yes. So there is this saying from the street that man no be firewood. Meaning that man is not made of stone. You know, he might start nursing the idea of shopping for a more comfort material outside his matrimonial home. And sometimes likewise the woman, yes. Because it's not only the man that faces this problem, but today I'm discussing from men's angle. You know, that's where I'm coming from. So the third one is what I call the principle of see finish. See finish. Many of you know what I mean by that. So many times men just do go out looking for side chicks. This is not to make an excuse for men. You know, some do go for side chicks because their wives don't see them finish. Their madam don't see them finish. So That is, they have applied the principle of see finish. So this see finish feelings about the man, sometimes over sometimes over familiarity can cause lack of value. What you see all the time, what you are accustomed to, what you used to do all the time. So imagine someone you have been living with for some years. There is this tendency sometimes that whatever she had for you might have somewhere along the line depreciated. Maybe she has had enough of your jokes. What again? Your banters, your bedmatic styles, your usual swags. She has had enough of them. She's tired of seeing the same pattern, the same person with the same thing. She's tired of your uninteresting romantic gestures. Probably she spends much time at her office, maybe in the market. In fact, she may have started finding you boring in every aspect of the relationship you have with her. Yes, you would then begin to feel left out. You would then begin to feel like you are no longer anybody before her. So there will be no more feelings, less connection. You will not be connected with her by the day. There will be this drift within. Yes, there will be this shift because love has gone south. Yeah. So the man under this kind of condition will possibly, look for a new woman. Another God that he would want to be worshiping because the present one is no longer answering his prayers. Men love to explore. They love to go hunting. So naturally, we are hunters by nature. So he must go for a side chick in order to put the body and soul together. He will probably go for a side chick, that is certain, who will see him as a man. He will go for a side chick who will value him, comfort him, accept him as he is. A side chick that will give him succor, re-energize that love in him. The one that his wife is no longer seeing or is no longer accepting. He will go for a woman who will see him like a person worthy of having her attention. Just someone who will give his heart a home. Because already he has become a refugee in his own home. So he needed a place to perch on. He needed a place to lay his head on. He needed where to lean on. So that is certain. So because of the one at home has become another thing, because she has become a terror, a nightmare, and has already applied this principle of see finish on him. So such a man cannot regret going for a side chick, even if he did not plan in the first place to cheat on his wife. He will not regret cheating on her because it's not made of stone. The fourth one is what I call when she is careless. There are some women, yes, with no apologies. If you make the mistake of entering their homes, if you go to their houses, you will notice all manner of their undies, their underwear scattered at every spaces, hung at every rope, everything, just anyhow inside their houses. It will be placed as if it will be hung as if it is a national flag of a particular country, maybe You might you might think that the undies are mounted there as a kind of flag to represent the presence of a country participating in a tournament in your house. But lo and behold, these are your wife's underwears that she could have organized in a kind of manner that you will not even see it when you visit such homes. So some women can be very careless. They can be very careless in handling their personal items or effects. So both the washed and the unwashed clothes are littered everywhere. It can be found in every nook and corner, in every nook and crannies of the house. They just scatter it anyhow, no control. So they sometimes mess with the samples of it as if it is going out of fashion. You'll even begin to wonder, what is really going on in this house? So even the husband, maybe friends, relatives, they are tired of complaining. They are tired of advising. Probably she will not even want to hear from anybody because she has already seen herself as somebody who is now married with no strings attached because she has married already, you know. So the man is even afraid of inviting his friends at his place or inviting visitors, you know, to to come to his home, you know, so as not to witness this eyesore, since he married a careless and a lazy partner in order to find a breathing space, you know. So the man has been forced to go hunting for side chicks, to go hunting for someone who can bring sanity to his being, to his life. The fifth one is what I call when forced marriage is involved. You know, in some certain areas, families, religion, especially in Nigeria, if a young man wants to marry, it is usually the duty or the job of his parents to choose the man's wife for him. Whether he likes it or not, the lady must be the one that he must marry because of some factors. You know, he wouldn't want to offend the parents because of the kind of feelings or love he thought he had for them. So he's duty bound to continue the relationship. He's duty bound to marry the person without question. Then if by somewhere along the line, you know, along the line of the relationship, the man now really is tired, then the man understands that he has been managing this relationship instead of enjoying it. He needed a fresh air. He needed a fresh breath. All is well before his parents, and at the same time be constructing a love nest outside his marriage. You know? So that is what we sometimes call suffering and smiling. So the sixth one is over born-againism. Yes, over born-againism. So one other reason that can make a man start thinking of organizing a side chick sometimes can be issues caused by some of our so-called born-again madams or wives. I mean, some of these ones that can fast for a continuous 1 year, that the ones that can do dry fasting as if they are the only one that crucified Christ on the cross of Calvary. So if you go through this part of the Holy Book in this First Corinthians that you have somehow read, it is true It is true. So many women do not even understand why they got married in the first place. They don't even know, and they don't care to know. So some of these women got married to their religions and probably their pastors instead of their husbands. Yes, because the kind of interest that they will place there will make them not even to remember that they are married people, that they have their allegiance at home. So they don't even care to know if they are hurting their husband's feelings, or even allowing the man to enjoy dividends of the marriage, because they will always deny them of attentions. They will deny the man of attentions. So some of these wives sees their husbands like that very devil that was sent to their lives to come, steal, kill, and destroy. Yes, that's how they normally see their husbands as. So they got married to the Holy Spirit. Yes, they got married to the Holy Spirit and sometimes to their men of God. As such, trying to create emotional time for their husbands is like cheating the Holy Spirit. So, this is more reason most husbands of many of these so-called female general overseers of ministries and churches also do go for side chicks. I mean the side chicks who helps in running the man's own personal ministry, so that the man can be able to support the man in her own ministry, and vice versa. I hope you understand what I mean by that. So as you all know, man is not made of stone. That is why I've been repeating this for a very long time. I want it to stick to your skull. That's why he went for a side chick. And that's why it is necessary for him to leave. The seventh one is, I gave him a son. Yes. There are some times when it happens that some women does not have any feelings for their husbands or for their man. Some are ready to stay from January to December without any feeling of want for their husband's touch or embrace. Nothing. They don't know what it means to make love to their partners for at least a moment. They don't have the feelings. They cannot. So such a woman with this kind of awkward feelings are the type that can easily push their men or their husbands into the warming arms of another woman, or an embrace of a praying side chick somewhere. Their actions will facilitate the immediate requirement of a side chick. Yes, supposed to know that, So they will still be the one to complain of, the women, they will still be the one to complain of the man's absence and family disengagements. Yes, they'll be the one to make the complaint. They'll carry the complaint as if it is going out of fashion. They'll be complaining when they see that the man is no longer there for them. She will always be like, what again? What is he looking for? Have I not given him a son? Have I not given him a daughter? Have I not given him what he wanted? Please, you should stop disturbing me, or you should stop disturbing me. Please leave me alone. She'll be singing these lines like a lullaby every night, just to be a temptation to the man. Some men, when they see something, when they see something, I swear. So the number 8 one is what I call when there is no peace in the house. Yeah. when there is no peace in the house. When the word peace is found wanting at home, the man will still be made a stranger at his own home. I know of a man, he used to leave home very early in the morning, before the children wakes up in the morning for market. He always comes very late at night just to avoid a woman who swore never to allow peace reign at home. So one day, one of his friends advised him to stop that idea of coming home every time too late. That he should be coming home early. Because one day that he will forget an important document or something at home, only to get back at home during the day to get the thing. He will find out that even his own children who barely recognizes him, they will find it difficult to open door for him because he could not. They don't know him. They don't know him. And besides, their mommy has told them not to open doors to strangers. So their father has become one of the strangers that they were advised not to open doors for. Because of what? The children doesn't know how their father looks like. Before they wake up in the morning, the man don't waka. He will only breeze in. He will only come in when they must have been fast asleep at night. It is not good. And if you are a father doing that kind of something, it is not good. So it's good for the man to be home in time so that he can bond with his children. So what am I saying here? Every man loves going home to a peaceful embrace of his wife and children. Then, whereby the man's home has been turned into hell, what do you think he will do? What is he going to do? He will start building another home outside home. There are chances he might find solace in the hand of a willing side chick. So, he might live long. He needs to live long in this land of the living. He must survive. He must look for a soft place to place his hand upon. So it's not easy. Sometimes we are the one that creates this problem for ourselves. And at the end of the day, we look for someone to shift the blame upon or to. So the ninth one is what I call women supporting women. Sometimes some people see this as a kind of women supporting women. It's an issue because in the process, the man's wife maybe had a delivery of a child. She needs some months to come back to her normal self, that is health-wise. So during this postpartum, which to some people do take like 2 months, 3 months. So it depends on the woman. But most Igbo people, they are normally, the time after giving birth, they normally used to spend like 3 months at home to take care of the little baby before engaging themselves in their various businesses. So most men does not have these 3 months patience to spare. Yeah. Without normally, not making loves to their wives. Instead, if it's not possible or not yet ready, he will go for a standby side chick in order to put the body and soul together. A lot of men who are into this side chick business prefer to maintain a side chick rather than jumping from one lady to another. A popular Nigerian social media personality, Blessing CEO, once said that without side chicks, a lot of marriages will be broken. She also went on to say that mistresses are essential to the stability of many marriages. Yes, she once said that. And she is absolutely right. So the 10th and the final one is the one I call corporate madam. Busy madam, very busy madam. Anytime your wife starts any kind of business or work that will not spare her any attention for you or the family, chances are that by fair or foul means, man must work. Because man is not made of stone. Again, there is no business that cannot allow your wife to create at least some reasonable amount of time for the man if she so desires. You know, if only you are still in her mind, if she still sees you as something, as an item in his life, in her life, she must know how to create time for you. You know, you not even tell her how to do that. The women know if they want to. So, and naturally, they are very good at multitasking. They know how they can do it. So she knows what to do if she wants to. But every time, if it is this one that you'll be hearing every time, I am too tired. Every time I am too tired. I'm very weak. From Monday to Sunday, the same complaint. From week to week, month to month, she will be singing the same song. So with this kind of a constant excuses and stories, there is this tendency the man will be nursing the idea of organizing side chicks for himself. You know, in order to cushion the effect of always this dry bed, I call it dry bed syndrome at home. Always this dry bed at home. No action, nothing to enjoy at home. So what I'm saying in this video, I am not in support of this side chicken business. You know, if there is no action, there will be no reaction. Many men's legs are outside today. It's just because, many a times, it's because of their wife's attitude. Many of them wouldn't want to play along. They wouldn't want to consider their husbands and play by the rule of the game and play by the rule of marital business. So please go to our comment section. Let us know what you think about this video. And do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click like on my Facebook page. Ring the notification bell. And do not forget to share. Share this video. Share this video. You might change situations. Share this video. You might change some people. Share this video. You might change our society. It is for the good of everyone. Bye bye. We shall meet in my next video. Bye.